Aries, this is part 2 of your astrological read. We're focusing on houses 7 through 12. I'm going to run through this one because it's running gun tarot and I can't be wasting all the time in the world. Don't trip though, there's still going to be a lot of value in this read. So let's get it. Alright, 7th house ruled by Libra, planet Venus. Libra values relationships and harmony and balance. This house, this 7th house, is focused on partnerships, marriage, one-on-one relationships, alliances or conflicts with others, and legal matters. So with that being in mind, this is going to be for July astrological read and or timeless, depending on when you come across this, but primarily focused on July 2020, house number 7. Partnerships, marriage, one-to-one relationships, alliance conflicts with others, legal matters. Let's get it. Okay, you have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Now keep in mind, you know, this doesn't fate you into any particular reality, but, you know, take the energies as they emerge and try to flip them for your highest possible reality. That's what I do. So, partnerships, you got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Partnerships, marriage, one-on-one relationships, alliances, or conflicts with others, legal matters. So yeah, you have the Ace of Wands in reverse, so things might not be kicking in regards to this department. But, you know, the namesake of this house, the 7 of Coins here, not kicking because of the Ace of Wands in reverse, but the 7 of Coins here, that number 7 popping through. Every time I see that, I just think that it's a spiritual number. I know all numbers are spiritual, but there's something about that 7 special. In regards to, you know, sowing your seeds and watching your, speaking of value, grow and blossom. Like, look at the rich ripeness of the pentacles featured on this vine. It's like that of a citrus orange. You know, it's jam-packed with vitamins, minerals, nutrients, sugars, all that stuff. So, you know, what's lacking in the starting something new, passionate, shallow end of it, I would think, with that Ace of Wands, is you balancing your priorities and you really kind of reaping some value and richness here, okay, in that department. So it might not be something new, basically, but it could be something that you've been investing your time and money on, in which case it's not a terrible card to pull. It's actually a lot of I just see growth and rich energy here and you know, finances, and actually I think it's a really good card, to be honest with you. So there's that. Again, shout out if you want a personal astro read. We could do a deep dive on this. It's kind of what these are for. This is just a commercial via the 12 signs for the personal. 8th house. This is the house of Scorpio. Scorpio, they seek adventures, they seek the truth. Their ruling planets are Mars and Pluto, god of war, god of the underworld. This 8th house is focused on renewal, sex, death, rebirth, transformation, deeply felt peak experiences, depth interactions with others, deep interactions with others, in-depth interactions with others, growth and change. Let's see what we got for you in this department. Again, spirit, focus on that July 2020, but also timeless depending on how you come across this. You got that Six of Cups and the World card, so you're definitely having come across some sort of soulmate, karmic endeavor, journey, closing up huge cycles. You got the Six of Cups, and it's a Scorpio card, and the World card, both fixed signs featured in this World card, meaning Scorpio featured in both of these cards. This is a Scorpio card. This is a card depicting all the fixed signs, which Scorpio is. So in regards to your rebirth process transformation, indeed you have wrapped up some major karmic soul cycle here, especially working with some soulmates energy. This could essentially be a part of your rebirth as well. And it's like gasoline on the fire of your growth is what I'm getting. So when one cycle ends, look to see the blossoming and the beginning and the new of another, which is very beautiful. And it's like the World card here. Sophia herself is looking at these soulmates, so definitely see could be some sort of twin flame soulmate interaction here. Let's go to the House of Sagittarius, 9th house. This is ruled by Jupiter. The search for meaning, higher education, mind expansion, philosophy of life, religion, journeys, travel. Okay, you got the Nine of Pentacles and the Sag card themselves. So there's a lot of magic popping off in this read, Aries, because with every house, every ruling sign has been featured in a card that's been flipped here. So this is your Sag card, 8 of Wands. This is Virgo energy, financial independence. So there might be some communication that helps contribute to your financial independence. Your means of generating income could be in tune with your purpose and your meaning. All these good things that I could blab on about in regards to higher education, mind expansion, philosophy, religion, journeys, travel. Just know that this sector, this Jupiterian sector of expansion, learning, higher knowledge, philosophy, meaning, purpose, it's tied into the way you make your money. So look for communication in July to help you get on your feet financially, freedom-wise, and financially stability-wise, and financially independent-wise. Moving on to the 10th house, Capricorn. This is achievement in the world, authorities, public life, recognition, guides, career, and vocation. Capricorn, its ruling planet is Saturn, that of discipline, and pretty much just like an energy reflector of what this 10th house is about. Again, achievement in the world, climbing those mountains, those peaks and those mountaintops. Authorities, public life, recognition, guides, career, vocation. Okay, so interestingly enough, you as the Emperor are looking at a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So your achievement might be attached to a Queen of Pentacles, and again, I can't stress it enough. The zodiac sign whose ruling house is associated with the one that we're currently speaking of has been showing up in each card flip. This Queen of Pentacles is ruled by Capricorn Sagittarius energy, and it signals the transition from Sagittarius to Capricorn energy. So look for that time around December to be something pivotal. This Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, not able to provide for herself and others as she would want to, maybe a little bit of a miser, curmudgeon, financially not so giving. Again, think Sag Cap energy, could be Taurus, Virgo, but this Emperor is looking at this person like, why aren't you stepping up? Like, why aren't you doing what you're supposed to be doing? That's on the external. On the internal, you could be wondering why the Pentacle is not coming in which case you're going to have to look to yourself and rely on your own energies. the Emperor is the authority of authorities in the earthly realm. So I think you're good in that you're standing in your power and you're going about your achievement in the way that you would like to. And I just don't get the sense that the Emperor has a problem with career and vocation. Like he knows that he's pivotal, but I just, dare I say he might not be seeing the resources out of others. Or he might just not be seeing someone around him step up. I hesitate to say that, he's not seeing the financial gains or resources, but Spirit can clarify what's going on with this. Yeah, I mean, because we're doing Aries Astro read, so I got to imagine, because the Emperor is the Aries card, I got to imagine that he's looking at someone else and they're just not stepping up in some way, shape, or form. Spirit, do you want to clarify this really quick before we move on? You might be looking at a Queen of Pentacles as a guide in some way, shape, or form throughout the month of July in regards to what you do for vocation. Yeah, and then, there might be some illumination emotionally, shining the light on the unconscious with the Moon card here. This person might help you karmically in some way, shape, or form. Gain some sort of public recognition. They might be helping you just with their little, input here and there. Okay, so let's move on to Aquarius. This is the 11th house. This is group involvement, clubs, collective endeavors, friendship, humanitarian ideals, global awareness. We're going through this racial and global pandemic crises around this time. Put a time stamp on it, but again, it's still timeless. Aquarius, 11th house. This is group endeavors, okay? Collective conscious understandings and energies, global awareness. So when I do these, collective creative unconscious readings, it's kind of that, actually by default, the vibe that we're putting out there is that Aquarian global conscious awareness energy. You got the Queen of Wands standing in your power, again, dealing with a Sagittarius or a Scorpio, dealing with some aggression. It could be internalized though, because it's in the reverse. So you might be chomping at the bit to get back out there, social group activities, because you do wield a great authority and power and poignancy and grace and firepower and all that good stuff. But you might have to channel that chomping at the bit aggression energy. 10 of Cups at the bottom. So this is like a harmonious, Brave New World, End of the Matrix trilogy type energy I'm kind of getting with this here. Pisces energy. I think, the more you channel energy in a positive way to help, the global consciousness, then you will be coming up smelling roses here. You want some Empress energy at the bottom of the deck, some Five of Pentacle energy. Maybe feeling out in the cold, but all you have to do is get involved, put yourself out there, and then this will birth some new positive creative ends. Okay, last house, 12. Service to humanity, Pisces, self-transcendence, self-sacrifice, retreats from the world, unacknowledged or repressed parts of oneself. Wow. Service, transcending the self, sacrifice, retreats from the world, unacknowledged or repressed parts of oneself. Pisces, 12th house. Okay, we got internalized victory. Yeah, so I definitely do think it's just kind of recognizing how far you've come. Maybe you have done some service, maybe you have done some self-sacrifice. So I definitely see some rewards being reaped here, maybe some acknowledgement, okay? Yeah, doing the Lord's work, kind of, you know, doing what you need to do in relation to your purpose here on earth. In regards to unacknowledged parts of yourself, I think it is just giving yourself credit with the Six of Wands in reverse. It's all about victory internalized when it's in the reverse, and this is celebration. So it's celebrate yourself, essentially. It's good energy. All right. Yeah, that was just my little run-through commercial for the Astro read for July 2020 Aries. I'm going to post this on the 3rd tier of Patreon, and then possibly eventually on YouTube. We'll see how it goes. If I do post it on YouTube, then keep in mind this is timeless. If you want a one-on-one personal Astro read, please do feel free to reach out. Website link below. Like, share, follow on all social media platforms, and that's what's up. All right, Aries, love you, peace.